It's not going to cost the school anything. It's not establishing a religion for the state. It is prohibiting the state from establishing secularism as the religion of the state. So we should allow for students to have this release time from the school day so they can receive religious instruction if it is the decision of the parents. To say that this is indoctrination is absurd. This is the right of families to choose to participate in religious activities and to choose to have a part of their child's education to include religious instruction. That is the right of a family to make that decision, and it is not the right of the government to stand in the way. Mr. Chairman, I vote aye.
Representative Rivero.
Aye.
Representative Simacek.
Mr. Chair, may I explain my vote?
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to start by saying that this model legislation is backed by the Pro-Voucher Center for Arizona Policy, who we heard from today, and the Arizona-based anti-LGBTQ+ hate group, Alliance Defending Freedom, which assumes that schools will partner with LifeWise Academy, which we know, and I know this personally because it did come to my school district. As I mentioned, I serve on the school board, and I have had this issue come up with LifeWise. It's a controversial far-right religious instruction program. I have done the research. The program is designed to push children into a religious mold with the goal of, quote, providing Bible education for every child in Arizona, unquote. In LifeWise's home state of Ohio, where this is already law, some parents say their students have been ostracized and bullied for not taking part in the program. Children were sent to the gym while the majority of their class went to a religious group, depriving those students of their educational time as well. Furthermore, I mentioned that this will expose districts to litigation and attorney fee liability. There's no doubt about it. Like I've said, I've seen it come through my own district. I also want to say that in my own district, I've seen that if there are parents that want to do this and take part, LifeWise has been able to maneuver their way in and make this happen already. So I'm not sure why we are changing the law for something like this. I want to also touch on the reduce, we heard, truancy and improve attendance. There's no credible evidence that release time religious instruction improves attendance or student behavior. Independent analysis of the, quote, LifeWise Academy outcomes report found its claims to be statistically invalid, methodologically unsound, and mathematically impossible. The report confused correlation with causation, relied on data from years before the program existed, failed to control for socioeconomic and community factors, and produced attendance increases that exceeded 100% impossibly. When corrected using standard research methods, none of the claimed attendance or disciplinary improvements remained statistically significant. And as a result, release time programs do not improve attendance and instead remove students from their instructional time, complicate attendance tracking, and disrupt the classroom continuity and undermine. I can't imagine having this be a program as a first grade teacher where I am already trying to maneuver the day as it is, and then to have a group removed from my class, to have the process taken away from lining up, getting on the bus, going to the program, being at the program for an hour, which I also want to point out, the bill does not say 1 hour. If we could talk about, I heard it was only for an hour a week. I don't think that the bill actually specifies that. We can see this happening daily. And I think that this is a huge overstep. But as I also said, as a governing board member, we have already seen this come through, and I have spent some time researching it. I have talked with my community about it. I have seen the post on Facebook from LifeWise that says, sponsor a child today for $30 a month. And that allows people to come and pay. It also allows people to come in from larger donors that don't have to share that they're donating large amounts of money to this hate group, LifeWise. And so I probably vote no. Thank you.
Vice Chairman Pena.
Aye.
Chairman Gress.
Well, that was quite an expression of your view, Representative Simacek. I don't agree with any of it. Calling faith-based groups hate groups, that's really something. When I think of a hate group, I think of the KKK. I think of Antifa. I think of a lot of groups. But this one, I mean, a faith-based youth group being a hate group, I understand that you may not agree, and it's my time to explain my vote, and there is no response. Everybody gets that chance. I'm just shocked. I'm worried that our faith is under assault, and if we can use the government to snuff out our religious freedoms, some people seem gleefully supportive of doing that. Let's just remove faith everywhere we can, take out "In God We Trust" on our money, get rid of the prayer. Last session, the Democrats rarely showed up for the prayer in the House to make a statement that they don't believe faith has any place in the public square. I think most Americans would disagree. Now, whether most Americans are going to church or not, that's another question. But I do think that faith is a good thing. It's part of living a wholesome life. It's a part of living a meaningful and purposeful existence, and it matters a great deal to billions of people in the world. So giving someone, a kid, the opportunity to build their faith it goes a long way in building their capacity to being a human being and empathy, etc. And it has nothing to do with the government, and that's what I like about it. It has nothing to do with our government. The government steps aside and allows parents and families to choose what's right for their kids, which is the appropriate thing to do. And I look forward to seeing Governor Hobbs sign this bill. And I vote aye. By your vote of 7 ayes, 5 noes, you've given House Bill 2266 a do pass recommendation.